Hi everyone. I welcoming you all to once again to social science class after long. So my dear students, some of the topic. Actually we are conducted through the live classes. So once again I welcoming you all to the recorded class. See, the previous class we had learnt about so and so things, and today's class we are going to learn about the classification of soils. Even though this I told you in the previous session also in the live class about the classification of soil, and especially the first one, so which is a very most important one, and which is also fertile for the different crops. So that is about the alluvial soil. So once again let us start from the classification of soil. So today's topic is classifications of soils. See, my dear students, so actually our country, India, it has varied relief features. So we all of you knows that. So various kind of landforms throughout the country, and even the climatic regimes also differ, very different. What we are experiencing in Jammu and Kashmir, so the same climatic conditions we cannot expect, and we cannot experience in Kanyakumari or in the southern part of the countries. So it is very clear that it's the varieties of the weather and climates, and also the different types of vegetation also we can see. Whatever we are observing throughout the nations, so we cannot get the same kind of the natural vegetations. So the various the natural vegetation types also, and also the textures. The different things. See, this is all about contribute in the development of various types of soils. So especially the different kinds of relief features, and as well as the landforms, climatic regimes, and vegetation types. So these actually the different the varied the relief features are contributed in the development of the various or the different types of soil. So let us start to discuss about alluvial soils. See, this alluvial soil, it is one of the most important one and widely spread one in our country. Especially the entire northern plains are made up of alluvial soils only. So please keep it in your mind. So it is one of the most widespread and important soil, and so the entire northern plains, what we used to call as the Gangetic plains or the northern plains, so it is completely made of alluvial soils. See, actually these have been deposited by the three important Himalayan rivers. The Gangetic plains usually we are calling, and even it's called as the northern plains, and this northern plains completely made up of this alluvial soil. See, it is actually deposited by this alluvial soil, deposited by the three important Himalayan river systems. So that is about the river Indus, and the river Ganga. See, the river Indus and the river Ganga, and the another one river, so I hope you all of you knows that, it is about the Brahmaputra. See, all these three Himalayan rivers so deposited this alluvial soil, and the northern plains made up of alluvial soil. See, this soil also, so not only actually in the northern plain, even it's extended, so in Rajasthan and Gujarat in a narrow corridor. So this soil and this the plains, so it's extended up to the Rajasthan and even in the Gujarat through a narrow corridor. See, this soil is also found in some of the eastern coastal plains also. So now, but the maximum I told that the entire northern Indian plains made up of alluvial soil, and also it is extended in Rajasthan and Gujarat in a narrow corridor and also this alluvial soil, so it is found in the coastal plains, so particularly so deltas of Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri rivers. So in these river deltas also made up of alluvial soil. So please once again please keep it in your mind. So this alluvial soil, it is completely made up of the three the important Himalayan river systems. So those rivers are the river Indus and the river Ganga and the river Brahmaputra, and the completely northern Indian plains made up of alluvial soil, and also it's found in Gujarat and then Rajasthan through a narrow corridor also, and as well as so this alluvial soil found in the deltas of the river Mahanadi, the river Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri also. Now let us discuss about the consists of this alluvial soil. So my dear students, this alluvial soil consists of various proportion of sand, silt and clay, and as we move inland towards the river valleys, soil particles appear somewhat bigger in size, and in the upper reaches of the river valley, that is especially the near place of the break of slope, the soils are coarse. Such soils are more common in the Piedmont plains, especially such as Doss, Coos and Terre in this place. So apart from the size of their grains, the size of their grains or the components, so the soils are also described on the basis of their age also. So please once again, I would like to repeat this sentence, please try to understand. So apart from the size of their grains or components, so soils also described on the basis of their age. See, according to their age, the alluvial soil, it is also classified into old alluvial and new alluvial. So please keep it in your mind. So based on their age, this alluvial soil, so it is classified into old alluvial and new alluvial. See, this old is to called as, and there is another one popular name to call this. So especially the old alluvial soil used to called as Bangar. The word alluvial soil used to called as a Bangar, and the new alluvial soil used to called as a Khadar. See, these are the different names for the old alluvial and then new alluvial. So please keep it in your mind. Usually the Bangar soils, these old alluvial soils are more fertile than the, the Bangar soils has higher concentration of conker nodules and than the conker. See, it has more particles and is more fertile than the Bangar. So this Khadar, this new alluvial soil is more fertile than the Bangar. See, this soil as a whole are very fertile. So mostly these soils contain adequate proportion of potash, phosphoric acid, and lime. So this is what the components or the things made more fertile the whole soil. So because of this, so this alluvial is actually a more fertile soil. So it has the contains adequate proportions of the potash, phosphoric acid, and lime. See, this the potash and then phosphoric acid and then this the lime. It's actually ideal for the growth of the different crops. Especially, it's requires to grow sugarcane, paddy, because sugarcane it requires, and then paddy also more water and all, and then this northern plains has the richest source of water, and it's so ideal for sugarcane, paddy, and also for wheat. So you also know that. So in this northern plains they are growing more sugarcane, paddy, and wheat. See, and also some of the cereals and also some of the pulse tops also they are growing in this, and due to its high fertility, so the regions of alluvial soils are intensively cultivated and also densely populated. So please you keep it in your mind, the northern plains, or even I can say like this also, the entire northern India, especially the Gangetic plains, so it's a highly the densely populated area because of this reason. So because of the alluvial soil, so intensively cultivated, and then we know that it is suitable for agriculture also, and especially this is the plain which is including or made up of the plains. So it's suitable for agriculture, and even it's suitable for the industries and all. So that's what due to this the major reason. So these the plains are highly, the densely populated area in our country. See, the soils in drier areas are more alkaline and can be productive after proper treatment and then irrigation. So through proper irrigation and then through proper treatment, even so in the drier area also we can go through them. So this is all about the alluvial soil. So I hope my dear students, you all of you understood about this alluvial soil. See, it is one of the very fertile one. So especially mostly widely spread and an important soil. So actually the entire northern plains is made up of the alluvial soil only, and even this alluvial soil it's deposited by the Himalayan river system, especially the river Indus, the river Ganga, and then the river Brahmaputra contributed a lot to form this the very fertile the plains in the northern plains. And also this alluvial soil it extends even the Gujarat and Rajasthan also through a narrow corridor, and also we can found this alluvial soil even in the coastal plains, especially particularly the deltas of Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, and Kaveri. And this actually consists of the various proportion of sand, silt, and clay. And sometimes the soil particles appear somewhat bigger in size in the upper in the upper reaches of the river valleys and all, and especially in some of the area, so the soils are coarse, also most common in Piedmont plains such as the Dos, Coast, and the Terai also. See, apart from their size of the grain of the soil or the components, so the soils also are described on the basis of their age, and it's classified into two: old alluvial and then new alluvial. And the old alluvial used to called as a Bangar, and the new alluvial is used to called as a Khadar. And here the Khadar is more fertile than the Bangar. So please, and it's actually more fertile, so because of its components, and it contains the adequate proportion of potash, phosphoric acid, and lime, so which are very ideal for growth of these the different crops, especially sugarcane, paddy, and wheat. And due to its high fertility and the plain and the water resources, because of this, so this northern area and this areas, especially wherever we can see these highly cultivated areas also, and so densely populated areas also, my dear students. So this is all about the brief descriptions about the alluvial soil. And let us start to discuss about the another one important soil which we can see in our surrounding, and most important especially for cotton. Now you may guess I am talking about which type of soil. So there is no doubt, dear students, because all of you knows that very clearly. So especially to grow the cotton, it's a very ideal, that is about the black soil. Now let us discuss about the black soil. See, these black soils, why we are used to call as a black? Because of the color. See, these soils are black in color, so that's what it's called as the black soil. And even this called as a regal soils also. See, already I told that the black soil is ideal for growing cotton, and is also known as black cotton soil, because it's very suitable to grow the cotton. So that's what it is used to called and well known as black cotton soil. Black cotton soil, and also used to called as regal soil. See, these are the different names for this soil, especially because of this color. So we used to call it as a black. Understood now? And also this is used to call the regal soil, and it's so ideal for the growing the cotton. So that's what even it is well known as a black cotton soil. See, my dear students, it is believed that the climatic condition along with parent rock material are the important factors for the formation of black soil. See, it's what the belief. What is about that belief now? See, the climatic condition along with the parent rock material are the important factors for the formation of black soil. See, this type of soil is typical of the Deccan Trap. So, it is typical of the Deccan Trap, and even this used to called as a basalt region. Basalt region. It is used to called as a basalt region, and also it's spread over northwest Deccan Plateau. So the most of the plateau, northwest Deccan Plateau. So please, once again, all of you try to concentrate here. This black soil actually typical of the Deccan Trap or in the basalt region. So especially it's spread over the northwest Deccan Plateau, and also it is made up of lava flows. So please keep it in mind, my dear students. It is another one important point. This black soil is made up of lava flows. So especially in the basalt region and northwest Deccan Plateau, we can see that, and it is made up of lava flows. See, they cover the plateaus of, especially all of you knows that the different places, especially Maharashtra, Saurashtra. Understood now? Especially Maharashtra, Saurashtra, Malwa, Madhya Pradesh. So all these regions are covered here. So So it is about important thing about this. So especially these black soils are made up of extremely fine. Fine means especially used to call that is clay material. So this material, they are well known, and even it's what we called the capacity of the moisture. It holds a lot of moisture, and even in addition they are rich in soil nutrients also, and especially calcium carbonate, magnesium, potassium and lime. So this is what the components of this the black soils. And these soils are generally poor in phosphoric contents. So the black soils are poor in phosphoric contents, and they develop deep cracks during the hot weather also. During the hot weather also. There we can see the crack even in summer. See, these soils are sticky when wet and difficult to work on unless tilled immediately after the first work on, the shower or during the pre-monsoon period. Pre-monsoon period. So we know that we cannot walk easily on that. So during the rainy season and during the pre-monsoon period, so until till the first time, so it's because it's very sticky. When it's dried now, then it is not going to what we call completely. We can I think all of you have your own experience with this black soil when it's dry and when it's sticky, wet. When it's wet, it's clearly very sticky. We can't walk, we can't wear the shoes, slippers and all. That's much of sticky. And in dry, so it's not going to even, it's very clear that. So that's what. So this is about the black soils. So my dear students, once again I would like to repeat about this black soil. See, this black soil is ideal for the cotton, to grow the cotton. And this is also called because of this color black, and the black cotton soil also, and the regular soil also. And especially we can find in this the typical Deccan trap, that is about the basalt region, especially the northwest direction, the northwest Deccan plateau. And it's the black soil is made up of the lava flows, and especially it's found in this area. So especially Maharashtra, Malwa, Saurashtra and even Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. Even the same we can, extended even in the southeast directions also along the Godavari and the Krishna valleys also, my dear students. And it's extremely very clay and the material, and because of its well-known holding the moisture, in addition they are rich in the soil nutrients also, especially such as calcium carbonate and then magnesium and potash and lime and so on so things. See, and during the summer or hot season, there we can see the deep crack also, and when it's wet and in the pre-monsoon period it's also sticky also. See, this is all about the black soil. So I hope, my dear students, you all have to understand about the black soil. And let us discuss about a red and yellow soil. So this is another type of soil. It's called as a red and yellow soil. So the first one is alluvial, and the second one is the black soil, and the next one that is about red and yellow soil. See, my dear students, this red soils develops on crystalline igneous rocks in areas of low rainfall in the eastern and southern parts of the Deccan Plateau. So please keep it in your mind. So where we can see this red and yellow soil now. So this is very clear that this red soil, it develops on crystalline igneous rocks, especially in the areas of low rainfall in the eastern and the southern parts of the Deccan Plateau. See, these yellow and red soils are also found in the parts of Odisha also, Chhattisgarh also. And especially the southern parts of the middle Ganga plain along with the Piedmont zone of the western Ghats also we can see these the red and yellow soils. See, these soils develop a reddish color, and why this is looks due to diffusion of iron and crystalline, due to why it looks red. So, due to the diffusion of iron in crystalline and metamorphic rocks. This is what the reason why this soil is a looks like red or yellow. See, it looks yellow when it occurs in a hydrated form. When it's accurate in a hydrated form, so it looks like a yellow. So this is what the brief the description about the red and yellow soil. So once again, please keep it in your mind. The red soil and this yellow soil develops on crystalline igneous rocks in areas of lowest rainfall, especially in the eastern and the southern parts of the Deccan Plateau. And these yellow and red soils are also found in the parts of Odisha and also the Ganga Plain, Chhattisgarh also along the Piedmont zone of the western Ghats also we can see. And these soils develop a reddish color because of diffusion of iron in crystalline and metamorphic rocks. And it looks yellow also when it occurs in a hydrated form, so then it looks like a yellow color. So this is what the brief information about red and yellow soils. So my dear students, I hope you all of you understood. So today's session I discussed about the alluvial soil and the black soil and this red and yellow soils. And the next class we are going to learn about laterite soil and arid soils. Thank you. Have a nice day.